practice makes perfect, as they say.
So is Scott Redding then the last man we see in an official test in 2017? I know what he's going to do now. He's going to pulling wheelies through.
Yeah, I was going to say a bit of showboating now. It's the sort of part of the day where I start sort of squinting through my eyes a bit, because I think to myself, the poor mechanics have kind of done all of their work for the day. And then Scott Redding's sort of doing a bit of Hollywood stuff on the last lap, and you just imagine, can't you?
I don't know if it was in the test or in the race when he used to ride that Grazzini production Honda, where he actually tried to get his head down on the circuit.
Yes. Yeah, I remember. That was part of... He was
going through turn number 11, and there was this amazing shot of him scraping his helmet on the tarmac as the factory Suzuki boys pack up. They'll be heading to Andalusia then next week for a crucial 3-day test for Alex Rins and Andrea. You know, anywhere they'll be obviously hoping that the pair of them are fully fit and able to put in some decent quality laps. There you go. That's a pretty nice final stand-up wheelie of the year, possibly from Scott Redding. He's got his Wheelie Wednesday social media pick sorted out for next week.
Certainly has.
Or, yeah, next week. Could even get it on there, get it on his Twitter and Instagram feeds tonight, maybe.
Such a huge clean-up operation here, as you see Suzuki packing up. Of course, they'll get ready for Sepang, but yesterday, Matt, we were watching the KTM. They have a hospitality unit, which is it's Red Bulls, isn't it? It's absolutely ginormous. I mean, it is bigger than most people's homes. I mean, it's just like a hotel, pretty much. A wood construction as well, all the way over from Austria, all the wood. And they started trying to pack that thing away yesterday morning as we arrived on the circuit, ready to bring you day one. And they weren't even, I think they were only two-thirds of the way through packing it up.
Yeah.
When we went home at the end of yesterday.
That's what you call a mammoth operation, putting that Red Bull KTM hospitality up and then breaking it down as well after the race. I think, Steve, they need, it's at least 12 articulated trucks just to transport it around Europe. At least 12, maybe even more than that. It's like Convoy, the movie, isn't it, when they're all trying to transport that around Europe.
Yeah, that is incredible. So then Scott's had his fun, he's had his practice starts, and that's him done. And that is going to be it. Marc Marquez will have posted the fastest time. I think he'll be quietly pleased with that. World champion, deservedly so. And just to stamp his authority all over it, he ends the 2-day test as the fastest rider as well. There's so much to discuss, there's so much to talk about, and there will be a lot to look forward to. Because today, realistically speaking, we've only really seen hands shown from Honda, who seem to be just one step ahead of everyone at this particular moment in time. Marc Marquez, Dani Pedrosa and Cal Crutchlow all testing the 2018 chassis and engine.
Yeah, Marquez, Steve, he had that 2 blistering runs. One was a 7-8 lap run, one was an 8 lap run, and 15 laps in total then that were all comfortably in the 130s. There were probably 5 or 6 that were all in the 130.5s. And when you think that nobody in the race here on Sunday was able to even get into the 130s, Franco Morbidelli then doing his media duties. He'll have a lot to say then after the end of a very promising start to his MotoGP career. A little tip-off, well, I say a little tip-off. A pretty fast crash this morning on a cold front tyre at turn 10 was Franco Morbidelli's only real blot on his copybook of a very encouraging start for Morbidelli in his Premier Class career. 16th he'll end the test, 1:31.786, doing some live TV interviews right now with Sky TV back in Italy.
Yeah, he looks just as calm and relaxed when he's talking in his native language as he does when he talks in English. A fine talker of English as well. He's got a very good grasp of the English language, but just about as cool as you can imagine. I'm sure Franco will be very happy with his day, but I don't think you're going to be getting the most in-depth analysis from him, Dylan, as we just did see you queuing up to have a word with him.
Well, guys, yes, I am down here with Franco now. Well, Franco, what an exciting 2 days you've just had. What is your overall assessment? You look like you finished on a high.
Yeah, it was a nice 2 days. I enjoyed a lot. We've been starting this learning process, and today we improved a lot. actually. I was 1 second faster already compared to yesterday, and yesterday I was 2.5 clear of, and now I'm 1.7. So it means that we improved a lot. It's a step that I wasn't expecting, and everything is going pretty good.
I mean, very quickly, Franco, just to finish off, which areas do you still feel there's the most improvement needed?
Well, of course, the riding style. I mean, I have to ride differently. It's not a Moto2, so I have to ride a bit differently, and I have to get used to this riding style. And this is the main thing. And then also electronics, and start to work also a little bit on the balance of the bike. Normal things. But the main thing is the riding style.
Well, Franco, thank you very much, and good luck in Jerez.
Thanks to Franco Morbidelli. I don't know if someone was boiling a kettle there, and it was perhaps it was Franco in the background. It sounded like something like that, or a drill going off in the background. So apologies for that.
Yeah. Milk, no sugar. Thanks, Franco.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're seeing various replays here, and we're starting to wrap things up. And Matt, I think it would be now a good time just to quickly say goodbye to a few people. Of course, we said goodbye to the legend that was Nick Harris a couple of days ago, and so we send him all of our best wishes. Just to remind viewers at home, myself and Matt will be back with you throughout the whole of 2018. We're really, really excited about that across all three classes. But there is a man down in pit lane who's had his final day with us for now anyway. I'm sure one day we'll see him again in the future. We certainly hope so. Dylan, thank you so much for being down in pit lane, for your expertise, for your knowledge, for your friendship off circuit as well. You really have been a great friend and a great colleague, and we will miss you. Matt, I'm sure you'd like to say a few words as well. Yeah,
absolutely. Just to echo those sentiments, Dylan. Yeah, I'm proud to call you not only a colleague, but a true friend in our time together in the World Championship paddock. You've given ourselves and millions of fans all around the world absolutely fantastic insight, not only into the technical side of the MotoGP, but certainly the human side of the sport as well. You're so respected by so many, and quite deservedly so in the MotoGP paddock. And I can only echo the thoughts of Stephen, wishing you all the very best in your future endeavours. You'll be greatly missed by so many in the paddock, mate.
No, thank you very much, Matt and Steve. I must admit, I wasn't expecting this. Such kind words. I certainly feel the same. I've had such great time with you. Thank you for, always. Such great commentary up in the box, for understanding when I'm in tricky situations down here. That's the one thing I've always thought of you, and of course also Nick, if he is listening to this test. Also, you've all been great mentors to me. I've had such an amazing 5 years. I think I also have to say thank you to Gavin Emmett, Gregory Haynes. I also worked with them in the commentary box over the years. I'm going to miss this paddock, but like you say, I hope it's certainly not goodbye. The most difficult thing is from a human aspect leaving, but sometimes it's just time to take a new opportunity. Sorry, I'm a little bit lost for words, guys, but thank you to everyone. Thank you to all the fans who've supported me throughout these years. I'm going to miss you, but I do hope that I will see you at some point in the future.
Hear, hear. Thanks for that, Dylan. And it's an emotional time for me and Matt, because we're losing two great colleagues. But we will try and crack on and bring you the best coverage that we can, along with all of our team behind the scenes who work tirelessly to put all of this fantastic footage together. And we will be back with you, of course. Don't forget, at the end of January, to bring you the Sepang test, and that's where 2018 really does kick off. And I'm sure you'll agree, Matt, there's plenty to look forward to.
Yeah, already my appetite well and truly whetted ahead of next season. Marc Marquez then finishing 2017 as the MotoGP World Champion and start